Free the Children is the world's largest network of children helping children. It was started back in 1995 by my younger brother when he was actually only 12 years old. And we've been doing this ever since. We started as a club in a school in Thornhill, Ontario. A bunch of kids dreaming to make the world a better place. And now we've gone from 12-year-olds in one school to actually 7,000 schools that have our programming and 2 million kids that are actively engaged. We work both domestically and internationally. Internationally, we help to free kids from poverty. We have 650 schools we built, 55,000 children in 8 countries in Asia and Africa and Latin America actually attend a Free the Children school. And we provide holistic model of development. And that's international, but domestically, and why we're here this evening, is we work with these 2 million Canadian and American kids and help to give them the skills and the tools so that they can actually get involved, both domestically and internationally. And we link the domestic and the international together, and we create sustainable change.
They've somehow managed to get the excitement and interest out of hundreds and thousands and millions of kids around the world. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's the one thing that I've noticed about them that just boggles my mind every time, is that they are able to really just motivate all these kids to want to be about change and want to be about more.
What also inspires me is when celebrities actually step up for all the right reasons and get involved. And Cardi's done that. It is such a big way tonight. I mean, here's somebody who doesn't need to be doing this. I mean, he's got a great life and he's a music executive now and all that kind of stuff. But this past year, he actually gave of himself and he gave a week of his time. He actually came to Kenya to build a school with us.
We were able to go down there and take part in their volunteering in Kenya, and it was just one of the most amazing trips that we ever had. So that's what sparked tonight, is I wanted to be able to have 10 kids from the communities that I grew up in to be able to have that same life-changing experience.
We can create a youth movement around social change. And I mean, of course, non-political, non-religious and so forth, but here's an opportunity to be able to celebrate what young people are doing in their own communities. We have the Super Bowl, we have the Grammys, we have the Grey Cup here in Canada. We don't have something that really defines young people as social change agents, and that's a part of who we are in this country. As part of our identity, as part of what makes Canada so great. We need to celebrate what we're doing, and not just as Canadians, celebrate on a global scale.
When you get to go to different places around the world and you see how little they have and how much they do with that little bit, it kind of changes your perspective when you come back here.
You've got kids who are literally spending every waking moment to do anything they can to get an education. And the only opportunity they have is to take an education. That's the only out that they have to get out of the most abject poverty you can ever imagine. I mean, look at girls, for example. The number one reason why girls can't go to school in sub-Saharan Africa isn't because there's no school, it's because they have to get water for their village.
One of the kids asked him, how do you find Canada or Toronto? And he's like, you guys have a pretty simple life. And they were like, well, I don't understand. And he's like, well, electricity, running water, heat. He's like, listen, every day we have to go and fetch our water from the rivers. For heat, we have to chop down and, still burn our lumber, et cetera, et cetera. So there's so many things that we take for granted here, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, once you're kind of aware of that, it also makes you more appreciative of the stuff that you have here. So it really changes your outlook on the world.
So these celebrations that we do are called We Day, so W-E, We Day. And we bring 20,000 kids from typically about 1,000 schools together. We have 14 We Days this year, everywhere throughout Canada, the United States, from California to Seattle, all over. And our first We Day in London, England, which we're so excited about, so excited. And to be able to make changing the world cool. And like tonight, even as an example, you got Cardi, you got Nelly Furtado, you got Sean Desmond, you got all these people who are part of the We Day movement who are making change in the world cool and relevant for kids. We think music is one of the most fantastic ways, vehicles to be able to keep it relevant.